Tonight, we're continuing our in-depth coverage of school lockdowns in Palm Beach County 1 week after a scare at Lake Worth Middle School.
The administration triggered that lockdown using a panic alert button. You may remember that every staff member now wears.
Our WPTV education reporter Stephanie Susskind spoke exclusively with the school's police chief about this tool and the difficulty that comes with it.
This is the panic alarm badge that all 23,000 Palm Beach County School District employees wear every single day. Now this button right here, if an employee pushes that about 8 times, that's what can trigger a code red to lock down a school.
Lake Worth Middle School locked down, students in their safe spaces after a possible trespasser on campus last week. In the end, the principal said nothing was found.
When you have the ability to put the campus in a lockdown, I mean, that's a powerful tool.
Palm Beach County School Police Chief Sarah Mooney says it's a difficult balancing act when putting that tool in thousands of employees' hands, all who have different life experiences that influence what's a threat and what's not.
So you may have some people that would be perceived as overreacting to what they're seeing, and you may have some that are perceived as underreacting. We're looking for that sweet spot in the middle.
Initiating that code red sends a message to the local 911 call center, triggering a response from other agencies.
So on that one, we weren't able to verify whether it was a true threat or not. So we're always going to err on the side of caution, and we're going to assume that the threat is valid until we're able to physically say, no, we've mitigated that.
At a time when lockdowns appear to be happening more often, Mooney says you have to look at the full picture.
Do we have more? Maybe, but should we? Only because of the mechanism in place to be able to initiate it, probably yes.
As teachers, none of us came into the profession thinking that we were going to be the front line of defense for the students, and unfortunately that's the world that we live in.
Palm Beach Central High School teacher Dr. Eric Jorgensen says he feels empowered with the panic alarm button, but knows not all teachers feel that way. He says he's used it several times to call for a staff alert, meaning help on campus.
There are times where we see things happening in the courtyard or in the hallway, and we can't easily get back to our rooms to hit for assistance.
Safety is top of mind for Palm Beach Gardens high school parent Mandy Ratcliffe.
They found a gun on campus. There was no threat. So that was the positive of it, but it was a loaded weapon.
She's glad to learn more about this panic alarm system.
You know, I have a lot of friends that are teachers, and they're scared, and they shouldn't be scared to go to school, to go to work, to teach our kids. So that makes me feel better.
You don't want to cry wolf, so to speak.
Seems like it's a blessing and a curse at the same time.
I would agree. I would agree with that. But the reality of it is if you have 10 false alarms, and one that's real and you need the response and it works to get everybody where they need to go, you have to look at that one win.
So Michael and Shannon, that's really the key point here, is that, you know, it is a learning curve, it is a balancing act, but you need that tool when it really matters. Sure. And the chief says the training is ongoing. They know there's still some fine tuning to do with this process. They're training throughout the school year, and they're really going to ramp it up before the new school year starts next year.
Well, and it really, what the teacher said, we didn't train for this.
Sure. Right.
We're in there trying to teach kids, and now they're in a whole different reality and mind space, and all of us looking on, parents and everybody else particularly, say we can relate to that.
But as a parent, I do feel better that they have the power of that button.
And it's not just the teachers, it's the superintendent all the way down to every employee in that school district.
Learning together. Stephanie, thank you.